What's up guys, Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to a Division 2 update video. So, Title Update 9 has just dropped. It has been implemented. We've got some great patches, I'm not going to lie. I see a lot of negativity in the community about TU9. So far, it's actually been great. I'm going to showcase all the major things that I think are the best changes. I'm not going to go through all of the changes. You guys can go read the patch notes. Go ahead, take a look. They're on Reddit. But there are quite a few changes that definitely spark my interest, and I know will spark your guys' interest as well. So we got a whole bunch of changes with regards to weapons, talents, movement, even UI changes. Swapping weapons have been fixed finally. That's something we can start off with. And by the way, some weapons are not meta anymore. I'm just going to say that right now. Okay, so guys, previously weapon swapping was a problem on console and PC. When you swapped weapons, it wouldn't actually register, even though on the UI it would swap weapons, but your gun wouldn't actually swap. As you can see, everything has been fixed and it's faster than ever. So weapon swapping is absolutely crazy strong. What does that mean? Versatile could make a very strong comeback. It's the only backpack talent that previously used to work. But guys, most of the backpack talents are working now in PvP. They are working very well. I'm still yet to test everything, but I'll let you guys know as we go ahead. So, what's happened? What's happened to the game right now? Currently, if you guys have your level 30 exotics, you can actually recalibrate and well, I don't know what they said something other than recalibration. It was something else. But you can upgrade them from level 30 to level 40. Come here to Inaya, and she has actually got all the level 40 blueprints, which is quite interesting. Now, you can go buy them. Then you just go to your crafting bench. You go to the weapons. There are some other items there as well. As you guys can see, there is on the crafting station, there is a reconfigure. That's what they call it. So it's a reconfiguring. So this is where the normal one is. And then we've got the reconfigure. So as you guys can see, we can actually re-roll our level 30 items or level 40 items. So if we go and select, I've got a level 40. I can select it. And then I can actually craft my level 40 into another level 40, hopefully getting a better roll, which is very much viable because it only costs one exotic component to do so. I've got 20, which is very, very nice. So currently, I think I've got all the exotics, but if you guys don't have them, come right here. Hopefully you've got enough exotic components. And yeah, you can just change them straight up. Just have a look and see what blueprints you can purchase. And you can even make them god roll. I've seen from my Discord, for my members, you can actually, when you recalibrate them, you can get very high rolls now. So I'm definitely going to recalibrate my Eagle Bearer, which is very strong right now. With that being said, let's move on to the other parts of the game, which I think a lot of guys will be happy with or disappointed with. Either way. So the classic M1A has absolutely been nerfed to the ground. It's hitting way less. So before the update, I was hitting between 3 to 3.5 million with my perfect glass cannon build. Now I only hit 1.9 million a shot. So from about 3.2, 3.5 million to 1.9, max 2 million. That's a huge drop in damage. As you guys can see, this is a very maxed out build I'm running right now. And the M1A has been ruined. Honestly guys, currently my Eagle Bearer is outperforming it by a long way. With that being said, Eagle Bearer or all assault rifles have now gotten health damage, high health damage rolls, 19.5%. I'm guessing 20% is the max roll, which is really, really strong. Absolutely happy with that. Very, very nice. The Bullet King has got higher base damage, I'm not mistaken. It's pretty good. I need to reroll this to get a better one. The Pestilence no longer works with the True Patriot buff. So if we have a look at our True Patriot, it is been nerfed to the ground. So True Patriot, we won't have to worry about those pesky Pestilence players with the white buff from the True Patriot. So it's been dropped by a significant margin from I think 6 or 9% to 2 or 3%, which is huge. So we're not going to have those guys running around doing huge damage, not dying, just absolutely regenerating their armor insanely, which is really good. But yeah, so moving on, let's talk about another thing which came to my attention, which with regards to gear pieces. Like I said, guys, I just want to go through the main things. This is arguably the strongest piece of gear. Well, actually, I'm going to show you guys the two strongest pieces of gear for damage that I've seen ever. This is absolutely insane. As you guys can see, when I'm standing still, do you see that little below my ammo count? That's charging. That's giving me 30% weapon damage as we speak by just standing still. And that is the change that has happened to the Sawyer's knee pads, which are one of the best, I would say best in slot for knee pads. You guys have to get these right now because they have changed them. It is insane. You cannot be staggered by explosions, but now they've given us 30% weapon damage while standing still. Now, this works when you're in cover. And if you were wondering, you can still aim in and out of cover. That's technically moving, and it's still stacking. As soon as you move a little bit, it's gone, but you can stand wherever you want, and it just stacks, and it stacks pretty quick. It takes about 5 or 6 seconds. Yeah, it's really, really strong, and you can hit. With my Eagle Bearer, I'm hitting about 700k a shot. But here's the thing. This is also one of the other... don't worry, guys. I'll make an update video to the best DPS build, which you're looking at currently. So, Punch Drunk Mosque. Look at that headshot damage. 20%. We all knew this. I know we knew this, guys, but I'm just showcasing it to you guys right now. It is absolutely insane. It is very, very, very strong for any kind of headshot build. Very much viable right now, and I recommend you guys getting this Punch Drunk Mask. It's very, very strong. It is a DNH, unfortunately, but you guys with pistol builds are going to absolutely love this mask. So make sure you guys have one. Hopefully you guys do. Another thing, the Diamondback has been buffed quite significantly. You can hit pretty hard, and now they're actually giving us, after hitting a mark, all shots fired are guaranteed critical hits, which is very nice. I still think the mag size is a bit low. I don't feel this is best in slot for rifles yet. We're going to have to do some testing because I still think the Merciless, which also got buffed, is probably one of the best in slot right now. Why? Because 1200. It's gone from 900% to 1200% for the explosion, which is just absolutely incredible. That kind of damage is scary. Let's just have a look quickly. So you can stack this really strong. I mean, really quickly. So now currently I've got the stacks and I've got the knee pad stacks. Boom! That's 335. Never mind. It's 3,353,407 damage I just did. Holy moly. Right. There's a lot of build videos I'm going to bring out because of the changes. I feel like these changes are really fun and really, really, really awesome, guys. That's crazy. That's why I'm saying this is just an absolute beast. It's a lot of fun to use, and I know on console it's difficult to, to master because of the recoil and everything like that, but it's just insane. Now, I know there were a couple of changes around the board, across the board, but nothing that really sparked my interest. But this is probably the saddest part of this update. Have a look at the send-off, guys. We used to get 30% healing and skill damage. It's gone. It's been removed. We all knew this was coming, but it's just, it's sad. I just wanted to show you guys this because I haven't done any patch notes review or anything like that. It's very sad. I'm not happy about this. I don't know why they've done this. The send-off, it took me a few hours, and I did it over like 2 or 3 days to get this, and it's completely garbage now. I will not use this ever. I would not use it. Even though it does 1 million damage, it's still, I'm sure we can find a build for it, but the utility, I mean, if you compare it to like the Merciless or the Diamondback or the Eagle Bearer, which is really strong, it's a bit sad. But as you can see, I've got a Godroll Pestilence, so I'm going to do my best to get, well, I think I've got some exotic components. We can actually see if we can deconstruct them, but I'm going to definitely reroll my exotics here and have a look and see what I can get. If I can get a Godroll Eagle Bearer, hopefully I can, but I think assault rifles are going to be really good because in PvE, the health damage is going to be very strong, and I think that's going to be great. But yeah, I mean, there were a whole bunch of changes, like focus, obviously, but I don't want to go through all the patch notes, but focus is gone. You cannot use it with a rifle anymore, which is a good change because people were abusing it. Empathetic Resolve has been buffed. It gives it the 15% weapon damage and skill damage to all your friends in your team, but for 20 seconds. So it's going to be insane. I am dropping a healable today, so be prepared. There's going to be a lot of videos coming out, guys, where I will explain these things in a bit more of a detail. Now, there's a whole bunch of things that have been changed with regards to the Contractors Gloves. They are no longer best in slot, I would say, because it's only 8% damage to armor, as we know. And the old faithful Fox's Prayer are only 8%. They're still really good, but if you compare it to the amazing Sawyer's knee pads, I don't even recommend that. And the great thing about these knee pads is you make up for all the, the blue rolls because you get damage, which is really nice. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. There are a whole bunch of new changes. There's a whole bunch more to go over, but there are patch notes. I recommend watching videos on it, or going and just reading the patch notes in full, because a lot of things might spark your interest. A lot of things have been changed in a positive way. Like, for example, just a quick little one. I'm getting carried away. I apologize. The booster hive, it used to give us damage and weapon handling, but now it actually tells you, and it's actually a decent amount. You can get huge damage out of your builds, like even tanky builds, if you use these hives and all these various things. But for me, like this, the weapon swapping as well was such a big problem. That bug really plagued me, and I'm glad to see them fix it. So yeah, also make sure you guys come and buy all these blueprints. They've actually changed these blueprints right here for the skill mods. There's not purple ones and blue ones. They've just made them stock. So make sure to come and make sure you do these and get them. I'm not entirely sure if crafting has been improved. Let's have a look and see if this F2000 that I craft is going to be half decent or not. Yeah, it looks way better. So I think they've buffed crafting as well. So far the changes are pretty positive, and I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. It just feels good. No more rifles in the DZ, no more pestilence builds, they're gone. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen next. I will be dropping a build very soon, 2 builds today, and vendor resets as well. The vendors have reset. We're going to see how they are. Maybe we get better items. I'm excited to see what Cassie has to offer tomorrow. But like always, click the notification bell, subscribe, become a member if you guys want to. Just go to my main page and click join, and I'll be seeing you agents in the next video. Peace out, guys.